Depleted.
Well, shit. Can't be that easy. Can't be that easy. Oh, okay. I guess it was that easy.
Power 10%.
You asshole. Oh! Okay. Anything else? No? Oh, okay. Oh, hi. Oh, come on. Ah, fuck.
can you believe? Hold on, I need to turn my DAC down a bit. Can you believe that, like, this stream has fallen apart before it's even, like, properly begun, right? I was planning on starting at 10 p.m. and then technical issues happened. Number one was trying to get this tablet working again. I unplugged it because I had to move the cord. And then I had to figure out like a good place to put it because I cannot put it on my desk. And you may be asking, well, why can't you put it on your desk? And it's called, okay, maybe you can't hear it, PVM. So I'm having to have the tablet on my lap today while we're doing this. Also, I have fun and cool and fun settings to show you regarding Wacom tablets and Linux desktop environments. Again, cool and fun and cool. And then the music stuff was being weird. Because I don't like, you know, a lot of people like to play, you know, commercial music during streams of this nature, but I'm a paranoid fuck. So what I've done is, and I've done this before, I took the music from Hellpack Volumes 1 and 2. Volume 2 is not out, but we have a work in progress version of the soundtrack, and I've basically curated with specific versions. And then I also went into my own solo stuff and grabbed full tracks for other things, and the improvs and improvs, which are tracks that are either based off of improvisations or tracks that I don't think are actually going to get released publicly in terms of an album. And I'm going to be playing that via the CMuse CLI, the TUI Terminal Text User Interface, and you'll be able to hear that. And I'll try to have it up at the top right of the screen. In fact, I'll go ahead and move it over there now. Uh-oh, I gotta have Keep Above Others on. Oh, it doesn't work with Keep Above Others. All right, I gotta actually get this out of full screen. That's fascinating. I've never seen Krita complain about that. The hell is this? Oh, workspaces. That's fine. Anyway, this is a kind of interesting live stream for, well, now Thursday, November 13th, 2025. My name is TBCR, and yeah, as you can tell by the title, GabeCube is real. No. So I'm not great with drawing, let's be honest. I've been trying multiple times to learn, like, how to draw, but there's always been things kind of distracting and taking me away from it. Wanting to stay on the ball with speed running, this live stream, if you could believe it, wanting to work on YouTube stuff, real life work, getting very busy after COVID, before, during, and after COVID, and, you know, a lot of other stuff, in particular, you know, events, major life events that have happened related to me or people that I know. And yeah, I've never been able to get to it. However, with this stream, or with the new format of Era 2.5, I need to actually, like, learn this shit, because I would like to actually be able to make assets for the stream that aren't, like, straightforward rudimentary. And I know what you're thinking, what's straightforward and rudimentary about this stream at the moment? Well, I'm at least good at Photoshop, and I made, you know, this outfit in Krita. It's not like drawing, it's just basic, like, shapes. So, I don't know. But and the vest Pika made, so you know, you can tell someone with a lot more talent than I do made that. Anyway, yeah, I would like to learn how to draw, and I thought, fuck it. Someone out there will be interested in watching me stumble through art, so you know what? We brought back Stumbling Through Art, which is a stream format that I did a good bit ago. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this canvas ready. All right, so with that said, I do hope everyone is doing well this evening. And let me just go ahead and get the music going. I don't know if this is gonna seep through or not. I don't think it is. All right, let's just move over. Where's 16 by 9? Here it is. Hi, it would help if I actually had the microphone on this scene. You know what I also don't have on this scene? Hold on to your butts. Hold on to your butts. I gotta reopen CMuse. I don't have the audio for this. All right. I guess we're gonna start this with Dubir Sweeve, Sudir's Hey. You can probably guess what that's supposed to mean, but it's an improv because I've written myself into a corner with it. Anyway. Oh no, that's Hell Pack Volume 1. Get out of here with that. Hold on. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop. Can I just play all of it? I guess so. All right, we'll see how it plays. Anyway, so if you were coming to me from Blue Sky, you know that I bought about a year or so ago this Wacom Intuos 3 6x9. This tablet is from 2004. I wish I had something better, but this is what we have. It came with the mouse and the pen, and Wacom still makes styluses, like little pen nibs for it. So yeah, I mean, at least I can buy those. Hello, Felix. This is gonna be a very interesting chat. All right, so I should probably figure out something to do, shouldn't I? Or maybe I should just follow a I think this is what kind of left me in the hell dimension in terms of trying to do this last time. I couldn't figure out what to do. And I know what you're thinking. You didn't think about this before starting your stream? No, I had a fucking day job to worry about. So obviously I need to figure something out. And I know some of you are probably already clicking away like, I'll tell you one thing that probably got me to not to probably give up. What was it? Drawbox. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just draw a box 100 times. It'll be fun. It'll be great. You won't go absolutely fucking mad with it. I could try to. This is gonna be like Bob Ross. No, this is gonna be chaos. Draw Mr. Marathon. Well, which interpretation of Mr. Marathon are we talking about? Are we talking about like the one that has my, the face photoshopped under the visor? Or are we talking like the actual Mr. Marathon? We could draw me. I could try drawing me. Draw El Oscuro. Oh, that. I'm going to have to actually get an image of that. Oh, yeah. Also, I want to show you the Wacom tablet settings. All right. So I'm, for context, I'm running CachyOS and I'm using KDE 6 at the moment. Here's KDE's menu for Wait, is this repeating? Hold on. I didn't realize that this was repeating. Here's the man page for CMUS that I have to use to figure out the fucking controls. I don't have this set to repeat current. Okay, cool. It's not. But it is not shuffling, and that's not good. Or maybe it is. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway. So yeah, here's the style. This is not the actual. Well, maybe this is the actual stylus. I don't know what to tell you. Uh-oh. And then we have these buttons right here. Draw, rip, chip, petting, Harry. Well, we have to keep in mind that I'm not the best when it comes to this, but we can try to figure this out. First, I need to set these. I think I had this button. Which one is it? Number 1. I had that set to Control Z before. Oh, that's cool. There we go. There was a spam detected, but it didn't actually show the spam message, so I'm kind of fascinated by that. Huh. I think this was Alt. I think this one was Control. And I forgot what 4 was. It might be Shift. We'll just have these. And since I'm right-handed, that works out a lot better. And then I need to map this to specifically HDMI 1. Also, here's my curse setup, by the way. There we go. Free interpretation. Tablet area. Full tablet. Yes. Ooh. No, full tablet. Full tablet. Okay. Is it still working correctly, or is it still going to go flying up here? It's still flying up there, so that's not good, because now we only have a tiny little bit of space. Why is this not wanting to work? Yeah? Okay, hold on. We gotta do this. All right, we're already off to a fantastic start. The tablet is not wanting to work. Mapping can only be applied in absolute tracking mode. Well, how do I set that? Also, if I need to turn the music down, please let me know. Actually, I'll just go ahead and do a little bit. Yeah, it is in absolute tracking mode. You don't hear music? That's fucking fascinating. Oh, cool. I've just been talking in absolute silence because I captured the wrong fucking input. There we go. But yeah, look at this shit. Okay, so I have HDMI 1. This is the screen that you're looking at, right? And then we have map screen to full tablet, right? But then I take the pin and it's not doing it. And again, I know you're gonna ask, why didn't you test this beforehand? Here's your other reason. This computer, the one you're looking at right now, my work computer is at the opposite end of the room. So if I want to actually work on stuff, trying to configure on the drawing app or the tablet app? On the OS. This is an OS setting. That's the fun part. I guess we'll just do... Oh. I don't get it. I don't think I can actually set in Krita the settings. Hold on, let's find this out. Tablet settings. No, I have to set it in KDE. We're off to a fantastic start. Your current mapping cannot be applied in relative tracking mode. Isn't this great? This is gonna be very hard if I can't get this set right. This mapping can only be applied in absolute tracking mode. Yes, apply. You piece of shit. Yeah, but the problem is, like, I don't want to have fine quality with this because fine quality is inevitably going to have me give up on this again. Like, I want to have, like, an actual serious attempt at this, and this is not helping. I could say fuck it, you know? Go over, grab the $69 iMac, plug it in, which has 10.7, and fucking use that. Because I do have a $69 iMac. It is a Core 2 Duo from 2006. It has the iSight camera. What's stopping me? Well, you see my mouth moving, right? That's why. That's stopping me. And I don't have a, you know, flat Teebs to use, so, kind of in a fun predicament. I mean, I could see if I can get it to, like, use the, Hold on. I want to look this up real quick. I might have to switch desktop environments. All right, hold on. I guess we're switching desktop environments. All right, so we're gonna get out of KDE. I had to use KDE for the intro because if I don't, all the games are going to go to the top left monitor, the top monitor, because that's 0 for the desktop. X11 and Wayland can be very fascinating sometimes. I guess we'll go into XFCE. Or X-Feist, depending on how you want to call it. Actually, no, we'll go into Cinnamon, because I know it was working in Cinnamon earlier. Wow, the Gnome Fork actually has good tablet control. And it actually treats the eraser correctly, if you can believe it. Alright, hold on. C-mute. Sorry, I'm trying to, like, get this. Why is it opening this? No, I want console. Give me console. Thank you. And then I want to open a new tab, detach tab, because it's a lot easier to set it up like this. We're going to open Krita up. I'm going to take the tablet. Okay, now tablet. We go into graphics tablet. We go to tablet. And then we can map it to a single monitor. Holy shit. Wow, it works. I can't believe. Here we go. Yeah, look at this shit right here. Tablet absolute map monitor. Bam. AverMedia. I'm not gonna letterbox that. That's gonna be a disaster. And yeah, here's the stylus settings. And look, I can show you. And then we can go. Yeah. Now, obviously, the pain's going to come into play when we need to map these because it doesn't tell you what buttons are what. You have to figure that out on your own. So, cool. Also, here's a cool thing. So, to edit shortcut, choose send keystroke action, then press button and hold down new keys. So, you have to, like, I think it's this one. I don't know if that's working or not. We'll have to test it. So we'll get this up here. We'll just press a bunch of shit, I guess. And then we'll figure out if it works at some point. And I'll tell you right now, it didn't work. Isn't that cool? So cool. Yeah. Okay, so this button right here is the top right button. All right, let's get some music going so I can, like... Can I just play all of it, please? Also, I don't have chat up at the moment, so I can't see anything. Also, I'm so sorry for squish chat. This is like the one downside to this particular thing. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna have to yeah, I need to do that in case the browser decides to have flashing stuff on screen. If I can help it, I would try to prevent blinking lights. All right, cool. All right, so that's always on top. Then we have the other one, which is also, if I can select it, always on top. And then I need to add... Okay. E. And then we go to play queue. Cool. I guess we're getting this track again. It's not letting me change it. Anyway. I guess I'll just have to use the keyboard for the time being. So what did let's start with something simple. You're given a lot of things that I will probably out of my thing. Let's see if I can just make this outfit. A tree. Okay, you know what? We'll do a tree. That's like a doodle. That's a doodle. Right? Trees are, it depends on the time of the year. Trees are mostly kind of known to be brown. It would also help if I had, the chat up. Jar desktop. Charity. There we go. Cool, I had to open up my chat client via, Also, yes, 10-7 was, I think, mountain lion or mountain lion. No, 10-8 was mountain lion. 10-7 was lion. All right, so let's make a tree. This is your reminder that on the color wheel, brown is just dark orange. Yeah, just dark orange. All right, so let's, oh, not having context sensitive anything to that. Ooh. Okay, I actually have to change that tablet setting because it's switching monitors on me. All right, and then I do this. Okay, it's not backspacing. Brown is burnt orange. Chocolate is dark red. Poop is dark green orange. All right, so since it's not letting me do context sensitivity here, let's, well, obviously we need some ground first. Let's do some ground. It's appropriate that we have dungeons related to music for this. All right, oh. Since I have to have this in my lap, this is not helping. There, we got some ground. It'll look weird if it was just a tree floating in space. I think that... Yeah. Space tree, that's right. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. It's Control-Shift-Z? Okay. Yeah, this is my tree that's a very wide tree. Okay. No, I don't think the tree's gonna be that, I'm trying to remember how trees look. Maybe I should have a picture of a tree. Hold on. I can't wait to search for tree and then get 8,000 AI generated pictures of trees because fuck 2025, I guess. Learn about trees. Wow. That's a tree, all right. Sarah doesn't ever go outside. Excuse you, I go out 2 days to 3 days a week. And that's if I'm not unconscious during the entire weekend. I have already fucked up because this tree is already like too high. And there we go. I really don't know proportion, do I? Wide tree. Like, what? Most people do like that, but no, that doesn't look right. Or maybe we could just do... Like, let's pick a spot. Right there, right there. Yeah, that's a tree. As you know, trees are lines. I am looking up at trees, that is true. Again, Dungeons music very appropriate right here. I really need to stress that. Also, Blas, you're gonna... You might find this funny. Guess who still hasn't been able to watch that video? We have to talk about irony here. What am I trying to draw? Anything. I have no fucking plan. Like, again, me doing this was kind of spur of the moment. And also doesn't help. I don't know how to draw on pen and pencil and paper, but I can't do that because I can't show you that because I don't have a top-down thing, right? So I'm kind of forced, if I want to do this on stream, to do it digital. Welcome to my hellscape. It's like well, I don't intentionally try to put myself into a hard situation when it comes to like doing stuff. I know a lot of people out there like to think I do. No. Okay, this music is not shuffling. It's just playing all the dungeons music in order. This is not... Toggle repeat current. Toggle shuffle. Hold on. I need to do next, which is B. Okay. I guess this is it. By the way, there is music playing. This piece is called For Authorized Use Only. It's a dark ambient piece. Maybe I can turn it up a little bit. The problem is I can't master my music to save my life, so like the shit varies in like... This is what happens when you run this through Furnace. Like a track made in OpenMPT in Furnace. Basic shapes. Well, obviously a tree is a box. Simply, the tree goes in the square hole. Yeah, it goes in the square hole. You know, someone stuck a banana on a wall with tape. Isn't that wild? You just took a banana on a wall. I don't know why I put the sound of putting a banana on a wall to be, but I forgot how this track went for a while. Very tall trapezoid. Today we're gonna find out if my choice of music that I write, and in, you know, the Hellpack soundtrack as well, kind of messed me up on this or not. Actually, I think that thickness might be a little bit better. I can't wait to find out that no. You know what? We'll just have it up here again. You know what? I think the trapezoid thought process does make a lot more sense. Wide tree. Oh, obviously it needs to go a little bit higher than that. Now it's the Washington Monument. No. You know, I have circle. Why am I not using circle? Oh, that's why I'm not using circle, is because... Yeah. And it's supposed to get, like, smaller as you're, like, going... Ovals and circles. It would also help if I was looking at the picture of the tree. You know, okay, it's time for me to Genesis post. I'm unironically going to look at a picture of a drawing of a tree. Because, like, when I think of, like, a tree without, like, limbs, right? Or, not without limbs, without leaves, right? I think of the cover art to, Genesis's Wind and Wuthering, right? So, like, yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to, like, get this to be, maybe I need an artist avatar. Anyway, this is what I think of when I think of a tree. You should also listen to this album. It's very good. It's the last album with Steve Hackett. But yeah, I think of this. I don't think of the birds that make up the leaves on the tree, which is what the, which is what the cover art is, you know. No, I'm just trying to draw a tree, but that's what I think of when I think of a tree. Like, I don't have, like, a set, like, direction as to what type of tree to draw. I was just told to draw a tree. Because, again, no planning. We ball. This will come back to bite me in the ass later. Christmas tree. I think we should just focus on tree and just not add on anything else. That is not an oval. God, I'm getting flashbacks to that fucking, that old, like, green text that floats around about the person setting up, the GNU image manipulation program on their machine and then having to draw a circle. Or having to make a circle. Because for the longest time, that program didn't even have the ability to have, like, a circle tool. I don't even know if I'm even doing this right. Okay, you know what? I have an idea here. I'm just gonna make, like, a concept of leaves. And then we'll fill in the blanks. And I know that's probably not gonna be a good idea, but at least I'd have, like, an idea as to how, like, the length of this stuff. Alright, so we'll do this green. That's a good green, right? Behold, I made a cloud. That doesn't look like a tree at all. That looks like a toilet bowl cleaner. By the way, I wrote this music I wrote. You can tell if it's something I wrote because it has no ID3 tags. Because I'm lazy when it comes to that. No. Again, I probably should have gone into this with, like, more planning and also actually watching that fucking video that Blas sent me, but... we ball. Cloud leaves bigger strokes between the depths. Why is it not letting... hold on. It might help. Use tablet driver timestamps. And then... that's a good curve right there. Straight line. It is very fascinating that, like, the tool that doesn't have... oh, okay. That's really fascinating. So I can't use that if I want to, have, like, the size of strokes. So I guess we're doing this. Turn that down just a tad. I don't know if this is what you mean by it, but... I guess? No, I don't think that's it. Oh, larger gaps between the depths. That's too small. Oh, come on. Okay, not actually being able to have this on a proper, like, table is really, like... damn it. Like how it gets progressively, like, darker as it goes along. Yeah, fuck it. Alright. Yeah. Well, again, it's because of this setup. I wish I could actually have, like, a decent-sized desk